Welcome to my show, honey. Welcome to Soraya's Kitchen. When you're feeling blue, you don't know what to do. Carrying such a heavy load, honey, feels like you're all alone. You need a new recipe, well, I'm the one to see. Friday rolls along, you wanna hear my song, so welcome to my show. Welcome to Soraya's Kitchen. My show is so hot, honey. The vegan meat, the gluten-free, the dairy-free. Oh.
Hey, darlings. Hey, this is Soraya Sobada's Fierce Cooking Show, and Soraya's Fierce Kitchen, and Soraya's Fierce Empanada van turned into a home. Now, this is a cargo van. It never was a food truck. It was a van that I bought when I was in Long Beach, California. I had started my food stand business there, which was really, really cool. And then I decided to come back to New York, and I'm here now with the same van, Rima. She's a Ford Transit 2011, row on the inside. The floor was done. There was some metal shelving and a gate that was placed. An electrician had this vehicle. I've been very happy with her, and I've decided now to live in my van. The previous video I showed you the layout of the van, empty. I've been in the van now for over a week. It's been 11 days. 2011 van, 11th day of living full-time in my van. The first couple of days that I was living in the van, I was still transitioning my items from my apartment to storage. So the first 2 nights was really tricky because I was not in my apartment anymore, but yet my van was full of stuff. So I made some space. It was weird, but I had, I slept on the floor on a mat. I made a little space, and I got through it. And so it's been moving things out of the van into storage, and then really concentrating on the layout of the van. So I've got a layout now, which I'm really happy with, and I know it's gonna tweak as I go along in my life here with the van, especially with the seasons, right? Because I'm in New York, and it got really cold, like the first cold week, and I'm really happy that this is happening because it is winter, and I'm saying to my friends who know what I'm doing that if I can survive the winter, then I got it, right? So I want to do more than survive. I want to thrive in the vehicle. I'm working full time. I work at Yelp. Don't know how long that's gonna last, but that's another story. But I am working full time. I have a cooking show and I cater, blah blah blah, but living in the van. So let me show you what I've done. Okay, here we go. Okay, now the first thing I want to show you is this setup here. I have this table, the keyboard stand. Do you see the edges of it? It's a Quik Lok stand. It's got a box underneath of cleaning supplies, and it's got my handbag, got lighted makeup mirror, and then I have these 2 shelves. This comes with a slide out, which was an additional item on this keyboard stand to place your computer, keyboard, or whatever. And so that's what I'm using as my table right now. I have my Coleman stove. I have my Coleman oven. I have a little generator there that I'm using. So I have it bungee corded to the holes in the van there. And then over here is I have gates on the windows. I have a rack that I got from Coleman when I had the food stand that holds like forks and spoons and things like that on your outdoor burner, and so I put the rack there to hold like my pocketbooks and stuff like that. Now I'm really proud of what I did here because I wanted to use items that I already have because I want to still use the cargo portion of my van when I need to. So I bought these containers, like we all have them, right? Storage containers, and they have my things in it. And then I found this lounge mattress thing, which is just like the best thing because first of all I got it at a discount store for 35 bucks, and it folds, as you could see it's very compact and super light. See, so I just folded it up, right, and then I stack these. So I'm going to show you how I do that. Okay, so I stacked the containers. As you can see, there was 3. So I put the 3 out like for a bed, and then when I want to have it for seating, I have it like this. Do you see? So this mattress thing is really convenient. So if I want, which I do often, is that I sit down. I sit down on her, and as you can see, I have the backing and all of that, right? So this is how I have it set up when I'm not sleeping in the van. Like when I'm just sitting down or just hanging out, I have it set up like this. So I have 3 crates and then the mattress, and it just goes there. And so then I could sit here and I could slide the unit, the shelf out, and sit there and eat or whatever. I have my little power generator. I have my Felix the cat. I'm a big fan of that. And then I lay the crates down flat in one single row and open up the mattress, and I'm able to sleep on her. So she serves 2 purposes. So I wanted it like this because I didn't want the bed out the whole time, because that just depresses me. If I have a studio apartment, I always had a sofa bed because I don't like just, if it's a small space that is just filled with a bedding unit. Like that's just doesn't, I just can't deal with that. And I think because I do a lot of video editing and working on the computer, I need for it to feel like a work desk area and not like a sleep bed and I'm working out of a bed thing. That just doesn't click for me. So this is my bed in my office. This is another section of my setup that I'm really proud of. This section here, these are 2 makeup, I don't know what you want to call these things. They have drawers on them and they're plastic, and I contact papered the top with just to make it look fancy, because it would rust, and so I put the contact paper so it doesn't rust. And the other one has a white contact paper on it, which I like a lot. And so these units it's just a plastic thing with a metal frame that you assemble, and that's it. So I have like all my electrical stuff, my makeup, some food stuff, utensils, electrical, like I said, a little bit of clothing items, health and beauty, blah blah blah. I have this Coleman paper towel holder that's holding my towel for now. And then the really cute thing that I did, which was gonna happen because my cooking show is influenced with disco, is I have an LP rack on pegboard there. I have an LP rack, which I have a few left still from when I had my record store. It has Silver Convention, and in the back has Donna Summer, being the disco freak that I am, and a Corningware pan. I had to bring a touch of disco and record storeism to this kitchen, and I'm just really happy with this setup because it's light. I bungee corded it to the wall and the side panel of the van, so it's not bungee corded to the door or to the gate of the window. I have a curtain like anybody would have. My front of the van is nothing special. There's some electronics up there. There's my CR2 detector there. I have a little music keyboard up there and a keyboard computer, external, and some toys, because I'm just like that. I like toys and buttons. I'm still a little kid at heart that's transgender. My Puerto Rico flag is there. So that's what I've done. Oh, and then I have this really cool ottoman. And this is for like, I sit where I'm sitting now and a friend can sit here, right? And I had a friend, my best friend, over for dinner like a few days ago, and it was just really cool that he was able to sit there. I have here a temperature and humidity gauge. Yeah, right there. And so the temperature right now is 65 degrees inside the van. I did have the heat on in the van from the car's heating system, and the humidity is identified too. What do I have in these containers? One of them is strictly clothes. Another one is bedding with a mix of like some electrical appliances like hair dryer stuff. Another one is a sleeping bag and computer and peripherals and electronics with the sleeping bag there. I wish I could tell you more, and I wish it was fancier, but it's not. Because again, I didn't want to spend a lot of money. As far as power, I'm using the RockPals, the 250, the little one, for like batteries for the camera, USB for the phone, things like that. That's working. I'm getting a Go Zero Yeti 1000 for the cooking maybe and stuff like that. I am going to put a fan of the Max Air. Fresh air in, fresh air out. So I'm gonna do that. Oh yeah, I didn't show you this little fan that I got. That's like so cool. So I'm using this to give it some airflow. I like what I'm using because it's what I already own. I don't want to buy a lot of stuff. But this is the deal. I have a snack table here that opens, so when my friend comes or a friend comes, we have more room to open and put food on there. My coat stays on this side of the seat, and I'll place my hat or scarves on this one. I've been going to storage every week to sort through my things, and because I'm doing a massive decluttering, and I want to get rid of everything that I'm not going to use. I'm not projecting myself moving into another apartment anytime soon. This is really cool. I mean, I like that I'm saving money. I like that it allows me to focus. Like, I know exactly what's in this van right now. I don't want more things than I need, and so I get the clothes that I'm gonna wear for the week, and I bring them. I wash what I wore for the week, and that gets rotated through my clothing selection, styling, whatever. I take a shower at the gym, which has been really cool as a transgender woman, and for, brushing my teeth, not shaving. I shave at work if I need to shave. I haven't put on any makeup yet for the last 11 days that I've been in the van. I just got my makeup in the van like yesterday because everything got packed into storage. I didn't have time to really sort through things. This was a really sloppy move, I gotta admit, because I was really nervous about living in a van in New York City, and it's gonna be winter. Excited about the opportunity, but a little I don't know if this is such a great idea, but I'm doing it, and I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it because I've been wanting to do tiny life, and this is my introduction to tiny homes, not a tiny life. And I want to really say this clearly and in a most articulate way. I'm not doing this because I don't think I can afford an apartment. I mean, I had my own apartment co-op that I owned. My credit score is the best it's ever been. I'm working. I could have easily decided to go to another apartment with an excellent credit score and some money in the bank for savings that I have, and it would have looked really great. Most of my income would be going for living expenses. And I've cooked and entrepreneur the hell out of all of my apartments, which leads to some issues. That's really plain and simple. Music production, video production, a lot of cooking, entrepreneurship out of my apartment is just not working anymore. So entrepreneurship, video editing, and cooking out of a commercial kitchen, I could do now because I can afford the commercial kitchen while living, sleeping in the van. So that's the sacrifice that I'm willing to make. Plus, if this works out, I'd like to get a bigger van, like maybe the Dodge Ram. I've seen some Dodge Rams that are amazing. Another Ford Transit, but something a little longer with a high top would be great. But I don't want to get into any debt. My van right now is paid for, and I'm not planning on spending my money on another van right now. I have this one, and I'm going to see if I like the van life from this perspective. If I do, then I'll go into a larger van. But for right now, I don't want to pay rent. I like that I can park anywhere in the neighborhood, see different sections of New York City if I want to live 1 week here, there, whatever. If I want to go visit my sister, which I will, I can park my van. I want to, alright. And so you asked about the bathroom. You didn't ask, but I didn't elaborate. Yeah, I squat, put it in a bag, throw it away. Piss in a bottle. I still have, even though female, but I have some aiming that I could do. And that's how I do it. If the gym is close by, usually where I park is by the gym. If I need to run in there, I will. There's a park in the neighborhood. If I'm parked by the park and it's daytime that I could use their bathroom public, I do. It's not very ladylike, but it's life. And this is what I'm doing at this particular time in my life. and I'm totally cool with it. Let's take a look. The temperature right now in the van is 64 degrees. Humidity is 44. I like to keep track of that. Just a little scan through. This is the seating area. This is kind of a cooking work area. This is some storage bins. That's an ottoman that I have that has all my shoes in it. That's the front of the van. And again, I'm gonna open the bedding so you can see it, okay? And then we're gonna end the video. Okay, so this is the storage units. And so I sleep on this. And then at the very end is the ottoman. For my, to balance it out. So I use from the bottom there all the way to the top. And then one side folds up against the window. So Soraya Sobeda, the queen of Latin cooking, gets to sleep in her van comfortably and economically. And really, it is comfortable. I mean, I wish you could see. And then this is the rest of the setup. I think it's adorable. The fan that lights up that I got from Amazon. My OP record pegboard is up. Like I said, I'm gonna pegboard these panels on the side. Put some insulation and panel this side of the wall with my Felix the Cat magnets. I can't help it in Gumby. I can't help it. So I'm gonna put insulation here, and I want to pegboard these walls. And then there's the mirror, more Felix the Cat. And let me see if I could focus. There she goes. Then I have a little light thing there. You guys have it in your vans too. Another magnet, and then my temperature and humidity detector. The front of the van with the curtain. My feet, my legs. And this is the van. And I am Soraya Sobeda, the queen of healthy Latin cooking. On the 11th day of van life. Loving it. Yeah. Learning it is more like it. And if you have any questions about this, I don't know. Let me know. I don't know much. But I do know that this is a lifestyle that I'm taking on a day at a time. I want to give myself a year. And again, getting through the winter, we're thriving and surviving and transitioning more and more into the queen of healthy Latin cooking is the goal. Alright? So take care, everybody. Thanks for stopping in. Bye. Bye. Take care. Bye.
Welcome to my show, honey. Welcome to Soraya's Kitchen. When you're feeling blue, you don't know what to do. Carrying such a heavy load, honey, feels like you're all alone. You need a new recipe, well, I'm the one to see. Friday rolls along, you wanna hear my song, so welcome to my show. Oh, welcome to Soraya's Kitchen. My show is so hot, honey. The vegan meat, the gluten-free, the dairy-free.
Hey, girl.